What is up, all my 8th grade learners? It's Mr. Reeker. Today we're going to be talking about translating points. Now, translating points is probably one of the easiest things you can do. To translate something means to move from one to the other. That's like, translating into Spanish, where you're moving from Spanish to English. So it's just going from one thing to the other. There's a lot of confusing words, but if I can simplify that for you, it's going to be pretty easy. That's what I'm going to try to do today. Now, translating you're on a coordinate grid, and a grid has positive and negative numbers. And the important things to remember here are if it says move right or up, the numbers are going to increase. If it says to move left or move left or down, then the numbers will decrease. Every point on the grid has what's called a coordinate point. This is a coordinate point. It's two values. Your x, which runs left or right, and then your y, which runs up and down. So, I'm going to show you this. I wasn't able to write all the numbers on there just because of room, but we can still go through this and get through it also. Let's say that you got 2 points here, A and B. Now, your purpose here is to write or to put new points after the move or after the translation. So, let's say I'm going to plot the images. That means that you're going to write new images. You're going to put new dots on here under a translation. So that means move. So you're going to move these points and put them somewhere else. You're going to move them by 1 unit left and 2 units down. So 1 unit left. Okay, so if each of these are moved left, this one, B, would go here, and A would go here. So just 1 unit left. And then it says 2 units down. Okay, so A is going to go down to 1, 2. So this is the new spot for A. Now, what we do here is we say A, and then like a little apostrophe. This is called A prime. Don't know why, just what it's called. So this is the new point here. And the point for that is, I'll put here, A prime is, now on some of these questions you won't have to do this, but some you will. So the X right here, 1, 2. X comes first, just like in the alphabet, before Y. And then from there you go up to here, 1 spot. So 1, 2. And then 1. So the coordinates for A prime is 2, 1. Now, back to B here. We already moved B 1 unit left. Now we're going to move it 2 down. Well, obviously, this is 0. So this line, if you're on this line or this line, it means 0. And down 1 more is there. Now, obviously, if this is -5, and this is 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, then you got to go -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So this is -1. So B prime is the new one there. So B prime, with the coordinates for B prime, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, -4, down 1, -1. So those are the points. Now, next one, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. Why did they do that? Why do they have to put such words? Why can't they just use easy words? Here's how it's written. Point A is the image of A, and A is at 3, -1, under a translation by 2 units to the left and 5 units down. Wow. Yeah, so I'm going to write this a little easier here. Move A, which is 3, -1, to left and 5 down. So I hope this simplifies a little bit. Now, I'm going to do a little math here. Say, okay, so if I have to, so this is what happens with X, this happens with Y. 2 left, well, if it's going right, I'd add it, but I'm not, so I take it away, I decrease. So I'm going to just draw a big line here. So this is x, so I'm going to be going less, that's minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Negative 1, 5 down, I would be subtracting 5. Negative 1 minus 5 would be negative 6. So the point of A prime is 1, negative 6. Now, the important thing, if this were to the right, I would add. If it were if it was up, I'd add. But it's important, again, to remember that when you move right or up, you increase. If you move left or down, you decrease. And if you wanted to plot that point on here, okay, so it was originally 3, see, I wouldn't matter here, 1, 2, 3, negative 1. This is where that 1 point would be, right there. And then you translated it, or you moved it 2 units down. I'm sorry, 2 units to the left. 1, 2. And then 5 units down. I have to draw an extra one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be right here. So it went from there to there. This is 1, negative 6. 1 positive on the x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 6 on the y-axis. So again, our point is 1, negative 6. So again, just kind of go through this. Take your time. It's not that hard. You're just moving the points or telling what the new coordinate points are. If you have any questions, let me know.